What's up, guys? My name is Mikko Hytönen, and this is Jokes and More podcast, baby. A show where we talk about jiu-jitsu, life, and everything in between. We are capturing the magic moment after a hard jiu-jitsu training. If you don't roll, you don't know. Today I'm joined by BJJ brown belt, IBJJF Spanish champion, ADCC Spanish champion, multiple-time European medalist, Grappler Fest champion, and much, much more. Very, very talented and good guy, Joel Amador. Welcome, my brother.
Hello, Mikko. How are you doing?
Oh, good. How's your week been? How was the training today?
Tough. Really good. Really fun.
Nice.
We worked a lot of specifics lately, so it's been fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How many times you have trained so far this week?
This week, man, every day. You know how it is.
I know.
Every day. Yeah.
How's your body now? What you're getting ready now? When is going to be the next fight?
Next competition is July 5th. Now I'm fighting, you know, La Batalla del Estrecho, which is a Spanish organization, and they do MMA, kickboxing, and they do also grappling. And I'm fighting for the belt, actually. So
nice.
5th of July. So I think I have 2-3 weeks left.
What is the rule set?
It's submission only.
Nice.
10 minutes submission only. I like that rule set.
Nice.
I don't like the points that much.
Nice. What is your favorite rule set?
Man, you put me on a spot there, actually. You know what? I like the AJP rule set.
Yeah.
Because there's no advantages, and the advantage is actually 1 point.
Oh.
So that means, like, the problem I think with IBJF, that what I prefer AJP is that IBJF, you can like accumulate a lot of advantages and then not win the fight. You know, but with AJP, the advantage is a point, so you're always like scoring, and I think it's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
So, what is your first memory from martial arts?
First memory from martial arts.
It doesn't need to be training, but something you have seen from the movies or TV, like any martial arts related memory.
Actually, my first memory of martial arts is beating up my little brother.
Oi!
Because we used to play on the PlayStation, the UFC. I can't remember. I think it was the Undisputed 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember I was watching the game, and I had my own character and all, and I was like beating up people, and then I would see my brother in the sofa or in the bed, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna you up now. I'm gonna do. Let's see this. What is it called? Guillotine. And I was like, Christian, come here, and just crank his neck. Some 10-year-old kid, you know, just choke him.
That's why I'm still here.
Yeah, and actually that's why I started jiu-jitsu. Actually, no, it was because of my father. He introduced me to jiu-jitsu. My father used to be a Kempo like practitioner, and he won like a kickboxing championship back in my country. And I was very fat when I was a kid. I'm still fat, but less fat than when I was a kid. And he was like, you know what, you should try jiu-jitsu. My dad used to love he actually watched the first UFC, Royce Gracie and everything, and he kind of like became obsessed about jiu-jitsu. So he was like, just try it. And that's the first time I tried it. But my first memory is me beating up my little brother.
Well, what was the first martial art that you trained? Was it immediately jiu-jitsu?
No, I did Kempo in Venezuela for a tiny bit. And I was like, apparently I'm like some belt in karate. I cannot remember which one.
You're just carrying it always with you, but you don't.
I don't know. If people ask me, what belt are you? I don't know, but I have some color belt. I'm not a white belt in karate anymore. But I was a little kid. I don't know if I was blue or green or I don't know, some stuff like that. But the first time I was actually practicing something is jiu-jitsu,
Okay.
From the beginning.
All right, let's go to so you have been you are from Venezuela.
Yes.
You guys moved to Ireland and then to Spain.
No, to Ecuador first.
Ecuador, okay.
Yeah.
Let's dive in immediately on the deep end. So tell me a little bit about your childhood in Venezuela.
Yeah.
How was it and what happened before you guys needed to move away?
In Venezuela, we had a good living there. Like, we were not poor or anything, but Venezuela had always a problem of insecurity. There's some high crime rates and stuff. So we've been robbed a couple times with at gunpoint, and there's been shootings and things like that. Well, that's that area of the planet, like South America, it's more violent than Europe, I think. Also, me, my brother, my mom, we were held hostage in our own house.
Oh, what happened?
Like at gunpoint. Like, some guy entered the house with, like, 2 guys entered the house with guns. They put us all in a room, and they like kind of kidnapped us there to rob the house and things. My father always wanted to leave Venezuela just because he thought that there was something better out there. And in that process of him leaving, this happened, which was like the thing that said like, you know what, this shit, we're going.
This was like the last one.
Yeah, because imagine like my father was like, he was staying with my grandparents, like his parents, in another place, and like maybe 2 hours away. And imagine that like me and my mom, like his whole family was staying at my mother's parents. And when he hears that, I just can imagine his reaction, like what the like my family
and
just got kidnapped.
That's the worst, man.
You know, and like his shock, I guess. It was pretty shocking. And it's funny how I could see, for example, that experience affecting my family. Like my mom had a lot of anxiety issues when we were in Venezuela, and she carried them up until maybe 5-6 years ago. That's when she kind of got over it. Or that's what I saw. My little brother as well, like, well, you know him.
Yeah.
You can see he's a bit special kid, not in a bad way, but like you can see he's been through a lot of things that a kid shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like he was maybe 6-7 years old when that happened.
Yeah, and I think he probably remembers that.
Maybe younger. Yeah, of course. And even if you don't remember it like consciously, subconsciously you do still carry that stuff, you know? So it was a tough moment. And just in general, like things in Venezuela for my family didn't go that well.
Yeah.
My family had a business and it got burnt down as well. I remember that I was a kid. Some short circuit and just everything. They lost all the products. They lost everything. And my father used to work as a truck driver too. He has his own company. So that didn't go well. So there was always like they were juggling things in Venezuela. Once we left, of course, we had the struggles as a family of leaving the country. And it's not the same as moving inside of Europe. You have the currency and everything. Living there, like you have the Bolivar, which is not a really strong currency. So moving to Ecuador, for example, in Ecuador, they have the US dollars. That was different. We were used to, like, we didn't have the immigrant mentality, kind of. So it was a challenge that luckily we made it, you know, we went through it. It's like stages. We were white belts. And then now we got here, we know what to do out of your own country. And now we're kind of black belts at being immigrants. So I feel comfortable now if I would have to go somewhere else, you know? So yeah, if you see, for example, my brother myself, at 19, I already lived in 4 different countries. That gives you an experience that maybe someone who lives in one place doesn't give you. So
that's true.
So yeah, that's a good experience I get from living.
Can we walk through the horrific accident about the kidnapping stuff? What happened? So you guys were in your house. Your father was not in your house. Your mom, your brother, and you, and they were able to break in, or what happened?
Yeah. So basically, this is like the modus operandi of the people there. It was that they would maybe scout you, kind of see, okay, let's see this place. Maybe someone gives you a tip of you know, like, oh, this person has money or whatever. My grandfather, he's an accountant, so maybe they target him. And luckily, because we don't know, like we have a lot of speculations, like what would have happened if things were different in that day. Because my grandparents actually left that day for a dinner.
But they're supposed to be in a house.
They were supposed to be in our house, yeah. And we don't know if they were targeting my grandfather.
Yep.
Or they were just, because it was very well done to be spontaneous, you know? So it's pretty obvious that it was planned, but of course we will never know if it was planned to maybe kidnap my grandfather out of the house and then like rob and kidnap him out of the house and then ask for ransom, or maybe, like, you know, we never know. We have speculations. But yeah, basically what happened was my uncle, he was taking the dog out. And then the moment he was coming in, 2 people gunpoint, point him in the head and got him inside the house, locked the door. And then what they did was they grabbed everyone from the house and they put him in a room, which was actually our room. And then one person stayed in the room with us at gunpoint. And then one person started looking through the house to rob things. Now, we only saw 2 people, but we believe there were more people in the house because that was fast, you know. They took things. They took everything. It's surprising. Like, imagine, you know, we all have our things, our sofas, our TVs, our things, and then you are in your room, 2 hours later, 2 people enter the house, and then when you leave, there's nothing left.
Yeah,
You're like, what the
they have
fuck?
been
You're like,
much
what
more
is
people than
this?
two.
You know, it was like, whoa, this is a new house now. But yeah, it's weird. Like, of course, maybe I don't remember every single detail. I was too young. I was maybe 12, 13. No, yeah, 12, something like that. I don't remember every detail, but what I remember is that, like, it's the way that, the things that shocked me the most, you know, maybe the guy, like, holding gunpoint, and they were FaceTiming their friends while they were kidnapping us. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and the friend was like, yeah, you know, beat them up and things like that. And then, no, they're good hostages. They're good hostages.
Really?
And I was like, oh, I'm a good hostage now, apparently. Okay, that's good. Yeah. But that was basically, like, as far as, like, that's what I remember the most.
There was no violence involved, luckily.
Luckily, there was no violence. Well,
But because you guys were like okay, we are not.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, of course, if somebody punches the gun,
that's
you're
violent
usually
already.
gonna. Yeah, I will not. I will not play a hero in this.
yeah.
Yeah. So what did happen? So they left, and then your father came back and.
Yeah, well, my father was not in that house at the moment. He actually moved to Ecuador before us. He left Venezuela. He was like, okay, let me see how it goes. You know, he left for maybe 6 months. Let me see how it goes. Let's see if you know, just let me check how it goes. Like, my father had some business friends there. He was trying to set up like a house, set up things to bring his family, you know, like just leaving with 2 kids and a wife, just straight up, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's more money involved, and if things don't go well, then we all have to come back. So we decided to, like, kind of split up. So he came back. When he came back, he was back at my other grandparents' house. So we used to live everyone in my mom's parents' house, and then my dad was with his family when the thing happened. So after they left, I do not remember much what happened, but I remember everyone was very paranoid for the next couple of weeks, like closing the door, like, oh, fuck, close the door fast, like, everything, you know. And for example, if you were coming back home late, you would, like, slow down in front of the house, then go do a lap to see if someone was following you, you know. So maybe that's also one of the things that I don't like to take for granted anymore, like the safeness I have where I live.
Yeah.
I feel so safe now, like I can just enter my house at 1 a.m. and nothing happens.
Yeah.
You know, while in Venezuela, like doing laps to see if someone follows you and not being able to take your phone out or things like that. Like I like watches, for example. I couldn't know where a watch in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Because it's not the fact that they will rob you; it's the fact that they will kill you to rob you. You know? So it's not. At the end of the day, what I like the most is the freedom I have.
Yeah.
And I'm not free in a country where I cannot have my own things and be safe, you know.
But it gives you perspective.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of people who live their whole life, let's say, for example, in unsafe country or really safe country where they don't even understand the danger. So I think it gives you perspective in life in overall.
Yeah. It's interesting because, you know, every time I have this thought of, which is good and bad. Well, you know how it is. It's good and bad. It's like, well, yeah, I went through bad things, but I kind of like put him down. Like, it's not that bad. Like, come on. Like, I know a guy, he came here. He's a German guy. He's not from Germany. I think he's from Afghanistan. I'm not sure. And he told me how escaping the country, he saw his parents killed by, like, they shot his parents in front of him, and he got shot like 4 times, and he managed to survive, and his parents didn't. And I'm like, you know, I got kidnapped, but I didn't get shot, and my parents are alive, and, you know, and so from my perspective, I kind of learned to not take for granted things thanks to those experiences. So that's a positive I take from that.
That is definitely a positive. Okay, so, and that must be the last drop for your father when he was in Ecuador. He was in Ecuador when we heard about this.
No, he was already in Venezuela. Okay. He just came back.
Yeah.
But he was staying with my grandparents.
Oh.
He was visiting his parents, you know, and we didn't visit them for some, I don't know, for some reason. Yeah. But then I just imagine his face, like, what the f***? Like, are you okay? Like, yeah. You know, I think the first thing my mom did was call my father. I don't know. I actually never asked him.
Yeah.
I should ask him.
Yeah.
I should have asked him. But yeah, I don't know. But I just imagine his reaction, like, what the f***? Especially my dad. He's better now, you know, my father.
Yeah.
He's better now, but he used to be very emotional. And he learned how to control that later in life, which is good. He's a nice guy now.
Yeah.
He was always a nice guy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like he's more cool now. He's more calm.
Yeah.
Which is something that I appreciate a lot because it's easier to handle him. He's getting old, you know. He's an old dog now.
I feel him.
Yeah, you're getting old too, Miko.
Oh, I know. Okay, so let's move on. So, guys, then from Ecuador, Ireland. What is this? Why to Ireland? What was?
No, man.
But a good choice because you are here now. But what was it? Where in Ireland you moved?
We moved to Dublin.
Dublin?
Yeah, we were in a rough area.
Yeah.
Again, like the roughest thing you could find there was a bike stolen or there was a guy that got stabbed too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen that often, you know? Like, I remember the first time, this is funny. I remember the first time I get there, I sit down and I'm like, I start speaking Spanish to the guy beside me.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, whatever in Spanish. And then he's like, what the fuck are you talking? I don't understand you, man. And in a moment I was like, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, this is horrible.
And you didn't speak any English at this point?
I went to like a school where they taught me English, but
fucking
Irish people, they have a thick accent, man. I was like, I go there, they speak in English, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't understand.
I live here now.
It was the loneliest summer ever. I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Nobody to do anything with. Like, I had nothing to do. It was horrible, I remember. But then next year, like, I got there March 2015. So I was 14, turning 15. And so I got there in March, and only one school would accept me at that time, which was the school where, like, it was full of immigrants, and, you know, like community school and things like that. Not to discriminate people, but we were like, you know, not the best people to be around, you know, including me. And it was, like I said, like a community school. So they were like, you know what? Yeah, whatever, we accept you. And so the first, March, like I was like 3 months there. I was hanging out with some Spanish people in school, but then they left. So summer was pretty f***ed up. And then I didn't start Jiu-Jitsu yet then. I was playing football, then school and whatever. And I started speaking English, I started making friends. And then my father, once he told me like, oh, because when we went to Ireland, my mom, she used to work as a computer, we have a company now, luckily. But when we got to Ireland, we were cleaners. Like, we were cleaning schools, cleaning houses and things like that while I was studying. And then my mom landed a job in like IT section. Like she programs, and she's really good at programming and anything that has to do with IT. And she landed a job there. And then we started getting more money. So then my father was like, well, now that we have more money, you want to do like train martial arts? And I was like, you know what, okay, I'll give it a try. First day, man, I got hooked. I got hooked.
Tell me about the first training.
First training was with, he probably doesn't remember me, but his name is Paddy Houlihan. He is, he's a BJ black belt, and was he a bantamweight or a flyweight? He was in the UFC. And then he got like some rare blood condition that they wouldn't let him fight anymore. But he was in the UFC at the same time as Conor, and there was like 3 or 4 guys. There was a girl called Aisling Daly. Well, she also was like, I started teaching with her Jiu-Jitsu. I was a blue belt, she was a black belt, and we were teaching together the kids class. And thanks to her, I actually learned a lot how to teach, because I was teaching kids and I was getting helped by her. But my first session was with Paddy Houlihan. In some, what was the name of the place? SBG Tallaght. So SBG, you know SBG, the Conor McGregor's gym, John Kavanagh's gym. They had many SBGs around, and I started there.
You remember the technique of the day? What they were teaching?
What were they doing? I don't remember. I remember trying things out, and then people telling me like, "Well, it's not your first day, is it?" And I was like, "No, I used to beat my brother up watching, like playing UFC too. So no, it's not my first day. It's my first day in a mat, but I used to beat my brother up." Now I can't beat him up. He's too good.
He's amazing. But so there it started, the Jiu-Jitsu journey. Let's dive into that. So in Ireland, then you started to train with this guy consistently, or how it evolved from there?
So basically, I started going to adult classes. I was 16, so I was considered like a teenager, whatever. But I was like, F this, I want to train with the good people, you know? And funny thing, the first time I was like, okay, I like it. I'm very competitive and I know myself. And I was like, okay, this is going to be your hobby.
Yeah.
You're not going to compete in this, okay? I was talking to myself. I remember walking home and it was snowing back in Ireland at that time. I was like, you know what, F this. I like it. I'm not going to ruin it for myself competing in this and being like obsessed with this. Fast forward 3 months later, I was competing. So I was like, okay, I'll start doing the adult classes. I remember because in the teens classes, there was like people my age or whatever, and we were all like beginners or whatever, and I was like doing good. And then in the adult classes, I was like, I was getting smashed. I was like, this. I got tapped like 12 times in one day, and I was like, okay, I'm coming next day. I need to do better. And then I got hooked, man. I got hooked, and my first proper coach, which was the guy that gave me my blue belt, his name was Arek. Arek, he's a black belt from John Danaher, Polish guy, and he was like the first guy that actually pushed me a bit to compete and do good and things like that. And then the problem was that in that gym, I was feeling like I was beating everyone up, except Arek, of course, he was a black belt, but I was beating everyone up, purple belts, blue belts, and then I decided that I need something better if I want to improve. So I moved to a Gracie Barra in Dublin, and I met my next coach, which was Chris Bow. He was already a high-level competitor. Chris Bow, he's a black belt under Braulio Estima. And again, I got there. I was doing good with some people, but then I was getting smashed. And then I stopped getting smashed. And I had a girlfriend back then. She lived up north in Spain. She lived in Coruña. And I was like, I want to move to Spain. You know, I want to be close to her. Fun story. The moment I moved here, we broke up. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But I was like, this I want to move. And also Ireland, like, I love Ireland, okay? I love my friends from Ireland. I love Irish people. They're cool, but guys, your weather's let's be honest, your weather is horrible. Like, I live in Malaga right now, okay? I don't want to go back to Ireland. I don't care. I don't want to go back to Ireland. But I learned a lot, okay? I did all my school there. I learned a lot about life in general there. I hung out with really good people. I hung out with really bad people. And I kind of learned how to deal with life there. So Ireland has like a really special part in me because I felt that's when I learned the most. I learned about everything, friendships, relationships. I learned about when to talk, when not to talk, things like that. So it was good. And then I moved here.
You started competing already in Ireland?
A bit, yeah. Look, the person that pushed me to compete and that actually made me believe that I could be good was Santi.
Yeah.
So I got here, I was always debating myself, like, because my girlfriend at the time, she used to tell me like, oh, well, you need to go to college and you need to have a stable, work and job and things like that.
Yeah,
and
like normal life. This is hobby. This is
you
not
need
good.
To do
something.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what, man, maybe you're right. I did my first year in college. I did good. I was doing finance and accounting. And then my dad comes to me and he's like, bro, you look like what the f? He's like, man, you want to do jiu-jitsu? You want to try it for a year?
Yeah.
Like, skip college 1 year, try it. Imagine, that's my dad. Like, my dad is amazing. Love him. He was like, yeah, you did good in finance and accounting, but why don't you do jiu-jitsu, like, where you can be broke for the rest of your life? And I was like, that's an amazing idea. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And then he was like, you know what? I'll help you with your career for 1 year. Let's see where you go. And then fast forward maybe 6 months, I was already debuting in Grapple Fest. So thanks to my dad, I started doing jiu-jitsu. Thanks to my dad, I got pushed to like try hard. And then Santi also was like, you're good enough, compete, you're good enough, like try it. You're like, you know how Santi is. He's a meathead, like he's crazy, but he's the best, man.
Yeah, he has
like his
attitude.
mindset. I always say that his mindset is like bulletproof.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you want to compete? Like, let's go.
Go.
And he's. I remember one time we were in Nogi Euros. He was fighting the final, and he was trying to pass on some guy like frames on his knee and his knee buckles back and you see him talking like, you man, in the middle of the fight. And I was like, yeah, let's go. But yeah, that mindset actually helped me a lot. Because I used to be very, how can I say it? Very like, I still am. Like, I don't like conflict or anything, but I used to translate to jiu-jitsu a bit. Like, I would fight and then I would roll, and like if someone goes hard and I'm like tired.
Maybe you're a little bit too nice before.
Yeah, I was maybe too nice. I've always been technical, but I was maybe too nice. And then Santi was like, if someone comes to the gym, you f him up. And I was like, yes. And then he put some Viking and you're like, you, and just cracking something and push him on the face. And even with Santeri, like I'm fighting Santeri, I'm just elbow him on the face and push him on the face, and if I can knee him on the chest, and yeah. But after we're all friends and we're all
and of course, even though we roll hard, we train hard, but it's also for you because you guys are competitors.
Yeah.
It's crucial. Like for me, it's really hard. Like not hard, but because when I roll, I goof around all the time, and I give up positions and everything. But you guys, basically, even though you goof around, it's when you're a professional, fighter.
Yeah.
You need to be more protective so you don't create any bad habits of giving anything up. So you need to fight a little bit more aggressive all the time. But
it depends on the session, I think.
Yeah.
Like there's sessions, like for example, Wednesday mornings here in Scramble Academy, they're tough.
Yeah.
Like we do rounds, we fight, and in the mindset is competition.
Yeah.
Saturdays, wrestling is competition. But for example, today with specifics, I think that's why I like specifics that much, because especially people who don't like to give positions in sparring, in specifics, you have no choice.
Yep.
Like you have to start in mount, you have to start on the back, you have to start turtle. So positions that maybe, because you're more advanced than maybe 99% of the people at the gym, you don't get that often. That's why, I learned a lot with Danaher when I was in America. He only does specifics. And I was like, at the beginning, I was like, fuck, this is boring, man. Like specifics and no time limit. And I'm like 25 minutes in mount. And I get some, I remember one time I got this guy called Abraham. He's famous for the A block, sweetest guy ever. He's jacked. He's massive. And he walks and you're like, oh, and then you talk to him and he's like a dance instructor and he speaks Spanish. And he's like, oh yeah, I love to dance, like sensual bachata. And I'm
what
like,
a character, what a character.
Yeah, he's such a character and he's the nicest person ever. And I remember rolling with him, doing specifics, and I was like, fuck's sake. Like, I just want to like make myself a ball and just try to catch a leg lock if I can. But then he's in mount and I have to escape. And then he's heavy and he's, so, and no time limit, which was like,
but maybe that's the idea. Like if you have the timer, that's somehow that's going to affect what you do.
Yeah, if you have the timer and you have someone heavy on top and you're like 2 minutes left, I'm just going to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't have the timer, you're like, okay, I need to get out because if I stay here for 20 minutes, I'm
Yep.
So I'm adopting, like I said, look, I got my blue belt from one coach, my purple belt from one coach, and my brown belt from a different coach. And I think that's good for me because I learned how to grab something from this person, something from this person. Luckily, Santeri is very nice in that sense. Like he brings people to the gym. He brings Mateusz, he brings O'Flanagan. He brings top people. And he's not jealous that we will learn something from someone. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I learned so many things from Danaher, and he asks me what did you learn there? And I tell him, we did this. Oh, that's so nice, and things. So he's not that type of coach that's very
he's not so protective. Don't go to anybody else. No. And it's same with me and Santeri. We are in that mind. We talk about this consistently with Santeri because we see guys coming and going. We have done this for a very long time. We just want people to train. And we truly are, we don't care if you switch gym or whatever you do. We just want to hopefully you're going to keep on training and keep on the right path. And
I know that if one day, for example, for whatever reasons, I have to go somewhere and spend 6 months somewhere and 6 months here, then when I come back, Santeri's like, who do you train with? This person. And what do you do there? And he's curious, Santeri's a curious person. And I like that about this gym that, look, you can see it just by the different styles we have.
Yep.
Santeri, Sergio, Vincenzo, Christian, William, me. Everyone has a different style.
Yep.
Why is that? It's not because it's not because, our personalities or whatever. No, it's because Mateusz comes here. He shows something. And then he shows it, but then Christian can do it because his legs are long and he is same style. But then Vincenzo, who is a hobbit, he cannot do it.
Yep.
But maybe some wrestler comes here, shows something, then Vincenzo can do it, and Christian can't because he's So at the end of the day, that's the good thing about. That's why I love this place so much, is that we learn from people outside of this gym and inside of this gym. And maybe Sergio goes to seminar and then he rolls with someone and someone shows him, he comes back and shows it. And then Santi comes back and shows it. And then it's like we all go around, grab something, come back, show it. And then you're like, oh, it works for me, it doesn't work for me. And I think that's why we've improved so much in such a short time.
Yeah, and it's good that it's not specific style that, okay, our main guys, they have the same style, because it's really hard, because you guys have, everybody has their own unique style, which is amazing. I think that tells a lot about this place, because there is a lot of places where it's good guys, but they have similar style, because there's like, okay, we do things like this here. So I think
it's really, I like it.
Let's dive in a little bit about the Danaher experience. How was it? How long you went there? And impressed by the teaching?
Yeah, so of course, like, I go there, it's like, oh, it's first time in America, like, for that long. I went there March, yes, and we decided to go to Danaher. I wanted to go to B team first, but then I wanted something different, So for example, here, Santi is our coach, but he's also a competitor. He's not a full-time coach that's on top of you, looking at you and trying to fix you. In B team, it's kind of the same. People who teach there are competitors, like, I know Craig is not always there, and maybe, I don't know who teaches, but I don't know. People teach there, but they're not full-time teachers, So I wanted something different, and man, Danaher is a legend. So I was like, look, we go to Austin, we train with Danaher, and we see, and then if it doesn't, like, we don't like it, we go somewhere else. We're not married to a gym, And well, also my friend Gianluca, he was like, man, go there. Go to Danaher. You should go. He changed like my perspective, and I was like,
it's gonna be that good.
He can't be that good.
Let's see.
I go there first times, and I'm like, I didn't know how to do an armbar properly until I went Danaher. Like, he has so many small details that are so stupid that you're like, why didn't I just come up with it? Like, this just. And I was training there. Training partners are amazing there. The class structure were really good. It was annoying because when I went there, my knee was still bad. Like, I got a knee injury in October before Nogi Euros. I got the knee injury in October. I competed in Nogi Euros. I competed in Kimura Cup in December. Both that super fight, and I was like, knee is bothering me. So I decided to take some time off, and then I went to America. And it was still bad, so I couldn't train properly. Like, I feel that I didn't take advantage 100% of the classes physically, like training there. But the way he structured the classes, like no timer, specifics.
How long were the sessions around?
Hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Depends on if he was nice or not. Like, I remember we spent maybe like 20 minutes in mounted position. Like, mounted, he goes, mounted situation. So you would just hop in do mount with someone, and then you either escape or you finish. And then you swap over, like we did today.
Yeah.
But we had a timer, but you swap over. And then there's a moment you're like, wow, can you stop, please? Like, I'm escaping people's mount, or I'm getting submitted, or I'm holding on submission, I'm holding mount, and I'm like, I'm just tired, like, come on, like, do something. And then he says, okay, change position. You find a partner and you keep going. Like, there's no water break, there's no this. You can go drink some water. He doesn't say anything to you if you stop, but it's Danaher, so you kind of just want to give the body impression.
Yeah. You want to, okay, I don't want to.
Yeah, and the techniques, man, he was amazing.
What was the biggest thing that you brought with you from there? Technique-wise.
Well, the biggest thing, of course, was the structure of the classes and the way, I learned how to learn better there. But I think technique-wise, Oh, you put me in a spot there.
No worries. But at least you told me like you learned the armbar drill perfectly.
Yeah.
Or there, and probably some leg stuff, some entries or
Yeah, well, the leg stuff, to be honest, is not that different to what we do here.
And because you already have like best guys in Europe who you train with leg stuff. So
leg stuff was not really that much of a difference.
Okay.
Like here we have, you know what the thing is? The thing is, in Europe to train, like, why did we become so good with legs in this gym? I think because we train with Taylor Pearman. He showed us that amazing saddle to outside heel hook he does, beautiful, transitions and things like that. With O'Flanagan, all his inside heel hook stuff as well. Mateusz, the straight ankle lock. Kamil, the whatever weird things Kamil is mean. He does like, he breaks your shin bone. And then Pavel Jaworski with his like entries. But Danaher knows all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me in Europe to learn that, I had to like have people here, go to Poland, go to England, train with these different people. But the thing in America with Danaher is that Danaher knows all this, but it's only one person, Also, what's good about this is that in Spain is that we do the camps. So in the camps, it's like all your focus is on these leg locks. So you learn maybe 3-4 different techniques, and then you can develop them. While in America, it was different. He was teaching maybe mountscapes. Oh, that's the thing. My mountscape.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That's it. Tell me.
The mountscape. My mountscape went from 1 to 100. He has this amazing like elbow frame, and he would like roll, and you finish up in close guard. Beautiful. That's the best technique I learned there, for sure.
You want to teach that next week, maybe?
I can teach it. Yeah. No, I mean, I taught it actually. I've been teaching it since I'm back.
Oh, I have not been in those classes.
No, you've not been in those classes. I should. Well, Santi is gonna be out, so I will be covering some classes. So
yeah, I would love to.
I will teach a mountscape class for sure.
Perfect. Maybe next. And then what we can do the specifics from the mount. So we try to use the technique and
you see.
That's beautiful. Okay, let's go to the competition world. So tell me something what you have won so far.
Well, I've inside of Spain, I've won a lot. I've been called to super fights and things like that, but I did ADCC Spain. I won the absolute and the division. IBJF as well. I won the division too. Outside, I've been doing like a bunch of ADCC Opens. I've won a couple of them. IBJF Opens too. The biggest one probably is the European medal I have. I medaled at Nogi Euros, brown belt, featherweight. But there's more to come for sure.
What is the big dream as a competitor? To be a world champion?
You know what? Actually, my dream, to be honest, is to, result-wise, I think is to go to ADCC. Or maybe, like to go to ADCC, it's something I would really... Because at the end of the day, man, like a medal, like if I win Worlds, let's say I get my black belt and I win Worlds this year. Next year, I don't do Worlds. Who am I? I won Worlds in the year prior. I'm a world champion, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
So result-wise, I think ADCC would be a dream, but I don't see Jiu-Jitsu as I need to win something to validate myself. I think more of like I would want to go to ADCC because I think it's something big. It's something that I really want. I want to have that experience. I want to go there and my name is on the big screen and I'm like, yeah,
and that I'm fighting the best now.
And I'm gonna fight like really good guys, and that experience, like the whole flight there, and I want that. I want to leave experiences inside of the mats competing as well, and because I think I used to look for the medals and things like that, and I don't like it, and I don't like that. I want to, because at the end of the day, look, when you're retired, there's not that many people that are gonna remember you for being whatever champion.
Exactly.
Like
many
who
times.
remembers? I don't know. Who remembers? You see, I don't remember him. That's what I mean.
That's a proof of the point.
I don't remember him.
Proof of the point.
But like, look, Craig Jones, for example. Yes, he's won some big stuff. He's been to ADCC and all, but why do people like him more than maybe Gordon? you know.
Because I think
Like
he's-
overall, like
Yeah.
I'm not saying Gordon is bad or anything. I'm just saying like overall people are more
Yeah,
into
people
Craig.
attend-
Than,
yeah,
it's
true.
just the personality stuff, you know. And there's people that I think live by the experience more than by the results, and I think that's something that I want to do.
Good.
Yeah, I want. Of course, I want to win.
Of course, of course.
Like I want to win, and I want to fight really good people.
Yeah.
Like if I go to trials this year, first round I want to see Ash, second round I want to see Jigit, third round I want to fight as many good people as I can, because I feel that when I fight really good people, I perform the best.
Yeah.
You know, win or lose, I don't care.
Yeah.
I perform the best. So I just want to fight really good people and have that experience, and be able to be like, oh, you know, I fought this guy and I beat him, I didn't, or whatever, but I fought this guy.
Talk to me a little bit about your routines when you're competing. Do you have specific routines as a preparation, or let's dive into the immediately on the venue? You are there. Do you have like how do you prepare for
so
the fight? Music?
yeah.
What's the?
So man, I'm young. You know, I started competing when I was 19,
Yeah.
which is
5
not
years
young,
ago.
not young anymore. Like nowadays, that's not young.
Yeah,
Like
but
my brother fights black belt since he's 15, the fucker. But I used to be more like focused, like hard music, like in the zone, like I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Now, I changed that. I don't feel comfortable like that anymore. You know, I'm more like, I put like party music.
Yeah. You know, finding the like they enjoying the
Like
moment.
enjoying
not
the
like
moment,
you don't
yes.
want to get angry. You want to.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
here,
enjoy
I'm-
it. That's
yeah.
the thing. I want to enjoy it more. And that's something that happened to me this year, is that I was in the, so like I told you, I had a knee injury. So I had I competed in December and then back competing in May, end of May. So I competed beginning of December and I didn't compete until end of May. And then when I was in end of May, I was like, my opponent pulled out, and then they gave me another opponent. Much respect to him, because he took the fight like in a day notice, but skill-wise, there was a bit of a gap. So in of course, I knew, I was like, okay, I'm superior to him, and if I do my things, I'm gonna beat him. So I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy this. You know, I'm gonna enjoy. It was a MMA venue. It was in a casino. Music and they put your what is the poster on the big screen, and you're like, oh, this is cool, you know. And I was like, I don't have the vibe to be like mad on the zone. And then I just start putting music. We had a big speaker, me and my brother, and we start. It's on my we have a video on my Instagram. We just start dancing and things before the fight, and I was like, I feel good coming out. I was like, oh, I feel like, okay, let's do it. Let's
maybe
fight.
you're more loose. Maybe you're
Let's
more
fight.
relaxed.
Yeah, more loose. Let's fight. And of course, I won, whatever. And then after, I was like partying with my brother, dancing with my brother, with my friends, and we had that vibe going.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, you know, I'd rather have this and compete than not have it, than being like, you know, maybe it's not for everyone. You know, I know Santi needs to be on his zone, for example, but maybe Sergio as well. I think he has his routine. He needs to be more, Santeri's more of a Viking. Sergio's more of like a samurai style. But me, my brother, and for example, Vincenzo, were more like party and have that vibe and, you know, be loose and, oh shit, sorry, be more loose and things like that. And now I started adopting that a bit more. So I go there last weekend in Madrid. I go to Madrid, train gets delayed. I get there 12:30 at night. My first fight's at 9 a.m. I need to go to the Airbnb. I go to sleep at 2 a.m. at the end. Wake up at 7, get ready, go to the venue. I'm feeling like I'm like, oh, fuck's sake.
Fresh.
I'm some weight over, so I need to do the absolutes without any water or anything. I'm like, and then I see my opponent, and of course I get a heavy guy first round. I never get easy guys in the absolute. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just do my warm-up that my strength and conditioning coach, fight programming, he gets for me, which is something I want to talk about now.
Yep.
And then I was like putting like mean music, and I was like, I don't feel like it. I need to wake up like this.
Yeah.
And then I started like dancing to get in. And I was like, oh yeah, let's go now. So I go there and I do my thing, and I felt happy, and I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this phase of competing, like just having fun, you know?
Good, good. So let's talk about the fight programming. So
Yeah. So basically, one of the best things I get from that is he programmed activation warm-ups. So we do like jumps, we do side to sides, we do a lot of isometrics. Like we do like a mini workout before the fight. And I was a skeptic at the beginning. He was telling me like, oh, I was like, oh, but don't you get tired? And he was like, bro, you train 2 hours in a day. I'm giving you 15 minutes of warm-up. How the fuck are you gonna get tired? Like if you are tired after a warm-up, you are not fit. And I was like, okay, let's try it. I was sweating like a pig that first time. It was in Sevilla in December. I was sweating and I was like, okay. Then when I go to fight, I'm like, what is this? I'm loose, I'm warm, you know? And I felt like, you know, when you do the first round in training, and then rounds pass and maybe you do the 5th or the 6th round and you're like, I feel better than at the beginning. It's because your body's more active and you are like in that zone where you're like able to do maximum like strength or maximum like you peak in that moment. Yeah, you like physically you peak. You're like ready to go, and that's something that he showed me how to do it, and I think that's also one of the things why I feel that I'm performing better and I move better. It's also because my warm-ups are good. Like I don't feel stiff. I don't feel slow. So yeah.
does this guy help you also? Like when we are preparing for the competition, you do your cardio with him and like overall.
Yes, we do. We do 3 sessions with him a week.
Yeah.
So I think Santi used to work with him, or he still works with him. He's a national karate champion as well inside of Spain, and he's been around martial arts his whole life, and he's also like a strength and conditioning coach. So I felt safe going to him and being like, well, Vincenzo was the first one, and he brought me to him.
I think he changed a lot with Vincenzo.
Yeah.
Like because he made Vincenzo work, jumps and pump.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, like Vincenzo is a great guy, but with that guy, he learned to like work.
Yeah.
Like okay, what is about how much you need to work and do the cardio, jumping, and you know, I saw him and how.
And I feel it.
Now.
I feel it. Like when I fight people, like I used to fight people and be like, oh, this guy's strong. I'm like, but now I'm like, maybe someone's a bit stronger than me, but the difference is not that crazy that technique cannot overcome. You know, like if I'm more technical than you, but you're stronger than me, you're not gonna be that strong that it's gonna make a difference. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel it now. I feel it. I'm more explosive. I'm moving a bit faster. Yeah, it's good. Like like for the athletes now that are trying to like do things, I think strength and conditioning is good. It shouldn't be like over your grappling training, and you shouldn't do like weights until you cannot walk anymore. You know, one of the things we do with him is like the intensity is enough for us to perform on the mats as well, which is good. He doesn't overdo our training. So he understands that, hey, you guys are training strength and conditioning, you're trying to add a 1%. But this 1% cannot compare to the other 99, which is your jiu-jitsu training. So, yeah.
All right, let's dive in a little bit back on the competition. Do you remember like what has been, let's say, last 2 or 3 years, like the toughest match what you have, win or lose, something that has stick in your mind, like that was a brutal one.
You want to know my toughest match?
Yeah.
Sebastian Brush.
Oh, Sebastian.
Oh, fuck me, man. I was so tired that day.
And
so,
he's nuts.
He's crazy,
Walk me
man.
through about the match.
He's crazy. So basically, I was so unfit as well that day. I was like, I was bad. I was in a bad shape. But there was money involved, so I was like, let's do it. And there was like a Grand Prix, like it's everyone against everyone, like a round robin. First match, I win. Second match, I win again. No, sorry, first match, I win. Second match, I get Sebastian. And I'm like, first match, I already felt it. I was dominant against the guy, but I was like, ugh. I cannot, my arms are dead. I'm like, ugh, I want to vomit. So I get Sebastian, and I'm like, he's weird, okay? So when you fight him, he's weird. I remember first time I rolled with him at the gym. He was putting his elbow up my ass.
Yeah.
He was like, using his thumbs or grabbing my balls. And I'm like, why are you, like, I feel harassed. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna. He was just. It was not like a little tap. No, he was squeezing my balls. What are you doing? So he was defending the leg locks like that. So I'm like, I don't like this. I'm gonna grab you in a leg lock and I'm gonna go hard. Like if you keep doing this. He's a cool guy though. I love Sebastian.
Actually, Sebastian was my guest also.
Yeah.
And I love this guy. But I think he's probably the only one who is more nuts than me. Like when he comes, I'm sometimes thinking my levels, but this guy, he operates in a different
guy though.
Yeah, he looks like an office guy, but
he looks like he works on
and
Wall
you never
Street
know
or something.
where you meet him. When I was watching the Kimura Cup, because everybody was down there, and I was like, okay, I want my piece. I went up there, and I went to the corner. I was like, nobody can see me, so I can watch the matches. In one point, I don't know where, but Sebastian came and pulled my ear. I'm like, where did you came? Hey, and he has his phone, and I was like, you man, you are everywhere. But I love the guy, but he's
nuts, man. He's nuts. And he comes to me. I remember one time we were rolling. He stops and he's like, "Can I show you something? This is a good escape. Look." And we were in the middle of the round. Yeah. He goes like this, and he goes, "Bah!" Grabs me on the balls. I'm like, "What are you doing? What the? Why? Why? Why?" I thought he was gay for some moment.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
He has a wife.
Yeah. And kids.
And kids.
But he's a certified guy. He loves jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And you can learn from a lot.
And he's in such a good shape.
Yeah.
For someone his age.
And actually, when he came to train, I think he's 41.
41.
I'm 45. So.
Damn.
But he came to train with us this week, and I was teaching I don't know if it was Monday morning class.
I think I was here.
Yeah, when he came, and I let him to do a little bit of warm-up. Right? I think there is
some
kind of an idea. You remember that?
Yes,
I think that is because I used not yoga for BJJ specific, but that kind of a core program. I do 25 to 30 minutes every night stretching, and for me that changed everything because I had like consistent back pains. I had pinched nerve. I went to chiropractors, massage, everything. But when I started to do the work by myself, now I don't have back pain at all. So I think he's definitely onto something, and he's a nice guy, and all the best for Sebastian. Okay, let's dive into the food part. What do you like to eat? What about your diet at the moment? Are you strict diet? Yeah, I know. You can be honest. You like to eat, yeah?
I eat a lot. Anything. Just throw it at me. Nah, but to be honest, I had a problem with the weight in America because I couldn't. I would train. Yeah, I would train 2 sessions a day, but sometimes my knee wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah,
I would like, man, when you're 24 and you cannot move the way you want to move, it's annoying.
Yeah,
and I would train, but not as intense. And I was in America, so I would eat intensely. So I would eat a lot, train, but not train enough. So I put on weight. I was weighing maybe 84 kilos, 83 kilos, which is a lot.
Yep.
Like I fight at 66, so imagine that I was almost 20 kilos above my weight division. So you would look at me and I would look like a snowman.
Buena barbacoa, no?
Yeah, man. Bro, I got an Airbnb, right? Well, yeah, I got the Airbnb. And I was like, hey. And me and my brother, we were watching like barbecue videos before going there. And I was like, bro, because I was staying with my little brother. I was like, bro, we have to go eat barbecue one day. And he was like, bro, we have to do it. We have to do it. And then we got the Airbnb. And I was like, okay, best barbecue place in Texas. I don't care if I have to pay 400 euros. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to eat it. When we check, it was like 1 minute walk. And I was like, off.
No
I looked down the window and the place was there. And I was like,
no way.
I'm in front of the best barbecue place in Texas, in Austin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is not good.
That's why the 20 kilo, man.
That's what I was like, I was 76 when I went to Texas. I came back to 84. What happened? Black's Barbecue happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Man,
and it was just there. You could see it.
That place is amazing.
Nice.
That place was crazy. I have a video of my brother eating the brisket for the first time. He would be like, look at this, man.
Yeah, just
He was like, oh. My brother, he's not a food lover like I am, for example. But he was like, man, this is amazing. Oh. He was looking like Vincenzo with the food. So he was like, But to be honest, something funny, what I crave when I'm cutting weight a lot, and I don't like them when I'm not cutting weight, but when I'm cutting weight, I crave French fries.
French fries, yeah. Maybe because of their reason.
And the
because
saltiness
and it's like a fast carbs. So
Yeah.
maybe your body is like, when you take that, you're gonna
and I'm
gonna
like,
get
I'm like,
you're
oh,
gonna get
I need French fries. But when I don't eat, when I'm not like cutting weight, I don't care much.
So basically, because you are young and you're really good, so basically you just train, but in a normal time when you're, let's say, for instance, at the moment, you're basically eating whatever, but overall healthy.
No, I'm not. I'm cutting weight now.
Yeah.
I'm going down on weight. I'm like 76 kilos now, and I want to go do trials at 66. So I'm 10 kilos, 11 weeks. Apparently, it's gonna be day before.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Like I ask some people, they tell me the same day. I ask other people, they tell me the day before. So just in case it's same day, I'm just starting now.
Yeah.
It's 12 weeks left. Well, 11 weeks and a half. I'm like 10 kilos, 11 kilos over. So
Nah, and you do this. So.
I can make it happen, you know.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be tough because you know when you're cutting weight, you train. Some days you're more tired.
Yep.
But like we said at the beginning, like some days, like yes, I'm a competitor, but it doesn't matter that much if I'm training and I'm tired and I feel like my knees bothering me, my shoulders bothering me. So I'm just gonna take it light. You pass my guard, whatever. I'll escape and I'll just, you know. So I kind of grew up as well in that sense. If I'm cutting weight or if I'm losing weight and I feel tired, like at the end of the day, you cannot train 4 hours a day and lose weight and feel like
Yep.
ready to go.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Unless you're taking steroids, but I'm not. So
Yeah. Good because you're 24.
Yeah.
But and in jiu-jitsu world, to be honest, you know, a lot of guys in from the young age.
Everybody's on steroids.
Everybody's on. What do you think is the thing that separates you from the top guys in the world at the moment?
I don't think nothing separates me that much, to be honest.
Yeah. So you feel like you are.
Well, yeah, I've trained with the best people in the world, and my coach is one of the best people in the world. So to be honest, I lost that mindset that there's some people better. You know, I don't think like, to be honest, I've always said it like I'm in a stage right now where I've beaten good people, but I haven't faced like someone who's like really like I want to fight Gianni Grippo, for example.
Yeah.
That's one of my dreams. I want to fight Gianni Grippo. I want to fight like all these people from there, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do it yet. You know, I've been in the competitions like Europeans, like everyone's a black belt, so I've been in the color belts. At trials, I've fought like good people, but I've lost with other good people, but I haven't fought yet. Like, for example, my friend Vincenzo, he's fought Ash Williams and Jigit Hanai, which are one of the two best guys in Europe right now. That's the fights I want to have as well.
Nice.
I just want to fight the good people now because I feel like I can. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think something differentiates me from them. I want to fight them.
Good.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice. And I think you will. And I think I have seen your progress. Actually, you guys came here. I remember when you came with your brother. And actually, I have a funny story when the Instagram Reels came. Yeah. And actually, you remember this one because I said always when the Instagram Reels came out, like, this is cheating. Like, guys do a few-second video and put some stupid music on it. That's easy. You remember I used to do like long videos where I explain everything. And I asked you and your brother, can we do a few reels? Come up, be my okay. We went to the upstairs and we used the same lights, but I didn't know how to use them. That's why the lighting is all yellow. Because there's like yellow and white light. I put the yellow on, I didn't know. and I remember you guys, and I did a few reels with you guys. The first one, 1.7 million, boom. Never look back.
Yeah.
So, but with you guys, it started.
I remember that.
I remember. And I have, you know, seen your progress with you and your brother, and I'm really proud. And it's nice to see as a skill-wise, but also as a man and as a human being, because I still think also martial arts, this is the way how we also build our character, like becoming a better man and just, you know, better human being. Yeah. And I've seen the progress, and I'm happy for both of you. You guys are amazing. Yeah. You came here as a, you know, kids. You came here as a kid, and after 1 year, you're beating all except 2 or 3 guys in the gym. Impressive, at least. Very good job. Yeah. Do you take any supplements? Creatines or anything?
People are gonna kill me. I don't take anything.
Have you tried? Anything?
I'm just lazy.
And one has.
You know, this is good. Look. You know, people. I got fat, okay, guys. I got fat, and people are accusing me of steroids. And I was like, guys, if I'm fat, that means that's why I'm strong. I'm heavy because I'm heavy. Like I used to be 15 kilos lighter.
Yeah.
So it's not steroids, guys. It's food. It's chocolate. It's ice cream. It's not steroid. I used to bring my if I lift my shirt and you see my belly, you would tell me like, "Fuck, you need a refund from those steroids because they're not working." You know. So I'm so lazy with the supplements.
Yeah.
That I'm like, bro, if I would ever take anything, I wouldn't make it because I'm lazy. I don't. I forget to even medicine and things like that. Like when I'd had staph or something, I'm like, did I take the pill today?
Yeah.
Like, have I? I don't remember. But if I take another one, I'm gonna, is it good? Then I count it and I'm like,
Yeah. Oof, I'm not sure.
wait, how many days have I had stuff? You know, so it's like, this, I'm taking it now. So no, I should take supplements.
I think if you would want to try something, maybe creatine. Creatine is there is more data than anything else. It's fairly well proven that most of the people, 5 grams of creatine a daily, it's gonna make you're gonna be more stronger, and also it affects your brain.
I have a friend. He's just graduated as a nutritionist, and he's been insisting like, work with me, and I'm like, well, maybe one day.
Yeah, and I think the days should be now because you're going, reaching your peak and the biggest things and these small things, even though you feel like I feel good like this, but you can feel a little bit better because this is proven stuff. Not like, okay, I'm gonna go do ayahuasca and I'm gonna, no offense about ayahuasca, but as a professional athlete, your body is your tool.
Yeah.
That's your main tool. So if you can 5 grams of creatine, and for example, what you can do, what I do sometimes, actually many times, the creatine stuff, I put it on the drink when I'm drinking while I train. So then I just, because it doesn't taste anything. It's just like done. Or you create a routine. For example, I do some of my supplements always when I eat breakfast. So you need to create some kind of a routine, and it's part of that. Then you don't forget it.
Yeah.
So I think maybe
that's
the creatine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I should try it.
Yeah,
because the friend I told you, man, he's been like, you don't take creatine, and he took it to the heart. He's like, you, man, you should take creatine. You're an athlete. And I'm like, I'm just lazy.
Yeah, no. And this is not the right place to be lazy because it's minimal effort. But can you imagine if you fight against these guys, Williams and everything, and you get 0.5% more power because of this? It's worth it, man.
Of course.
It's worth it. You cannot leave this on the table. I'm 100% sure that the other guys in your level, most of them are doing at least like the basic supplements because it's proven.
Yeah.
It helps you.
Yeah, you know who I actually want to fight?
Yeah.
I'll make a call out now. I want to fight Sam McNally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
maybe Chris Thompson and next Grapple Fest, baby.
Chris, I want to fight Sam. I think he won trials.
Yeah.
I respect him a lot. He won trials. He's medaled the Europeans, and I really want to fight him. I think he would be a really entertaining fight, and I would love to fight him.
Nice. And actually, I will have Chris on my show next week.
Do you tell him?
No, 2 weeks. Yeah, I will tell.
Tell him.
I will tell him. I will give him your message. So let's see how it goes.
Please do show him this video.
Yeah.
Send him the clip. What was the Khabib? Send location.
Send location.
Send location to Sam McNally.
Anywhere, anytime.
Nah, but I know Sam personally, and he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
But I would really like to fight someone his level. That's what I mean. I respect him a lot, so I would really love to fight him and see how it goes.
And I think it's also important that this kind of mindset, like in this gym especially, there is a lot of guys who you are fighting in a competition, and we train together.
Yeah.
And there is it needs to be like this. And I think it really also is one of the things that made this gym as good as it is.
Yeah.
Because this is not a fairly new thing. We have always had a lot of visitors, but let's say maybe 2-3 years ago with Santi, we made a decision okay, now we're gonna start to do more, bring people and just iron against iron, and Santi started to go everywhere. So it's good to see that guys are friends to each other, but then they fight. But it's of course because you guys are the top guys in Europe, so you should be training together.
Yeah, of course. No, of course, and luckily, man, I've been lucky to train with really good people that maybe they're not that known, but they're amazing. Like, for example, there's a guy in England, in London, called Hedge. Man, he's good, really good. He won Nogi Euros at purple belt. He won Nogi Euros at brown belt, and he's a black belt now, and he's so good, man. He's amazing. I really like him a lot. He's really, really good. Of course, Ash Williams, and I've trained with him. He invited us, me and my brother, to one of his camps. I was very lucky to roll with him. I rolled with Jed, Hugh. I've rolled with like Mateusz, Camille, O'Flanagan, Chris Osbeck. I've rolled with all the really good people. And man, like I feel really lucky because I feel that actually bumped my level up as well, you know? And that's the good thing about here in Europe in general, is that everyone knows each other. We all respect each other. But if we have to fight each other, that's fine as well.
Yeah.
Like if I go tomorrow and I have to fight Ash, man, I love Ash. Like he was here. We went with dinner with his wife. I stayed. We went to his house to have a barbecue. I will give him hell for whatever time we have to fight. But win or lose, after the match, I'm gonna shake his hand and I'm gonna tell him, like, I'm gonna be like, yo, we're still friends, you know?
Yeah.
And that's something I really like about this sport, is that, look, there's a guy here in Spain. He's probably, man, he's so good. Best outside passing I've felt in my life. His name is Martin Alonso. He fought Vincenzo in December.
Yep.
Vincenzo beat him. And then he fought Vincenzo again now in like a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And he beat Vincenzo, and then he beat my brother.
I saw the
and
matches.
then in the super fight, he called me out. He called me out. He's like, Joel, we're brothers outside of the mat.
No.
But we're gonna fight. And I was like, you're calling me out.
But he's much bigger than you, no?
Now he is, yeah. Well, I'm losing weight, and he's like, he cuts to 77. He's like 82.
He looked like a bulldozer in the competition.
Bro,
but he was running through guys.
He's scary, man.
Yeah.
He's scary.
Does he has a wrestling background?
No, he's an MMA fighter.
What?
Yeah.
Because he was really good in the competition. I watched all of his matches.
He's just like, he's small.
Yeah.
And he's strong.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to take someone that down. Like,
Yeah.
he's glued to the ground, you know what I mean? Like, I tried to take him down and got guillotined. And I'm like, okay, I'm not trying anymore, thank you. His guillotine is disgusting.
Oh.
But that's the thing, look, I went to a camp, like he invited me to a camp in his gym. And then I had to pull out, like I was gonna fight him. I had a staph infection, so I had to pull out. I would have loved to fight him. And then he called me out, but then, man, I know that if I go now to Tenerife, where he lives, he's gonna welcome me with open arms in his gym. And then even if we fight, I'm welcoming his gym with open arms, you know? And he's welcome here with open arms. So the thing about Jiu-Jitsu that I think that this is how it should be, you know? Because before fighters were people. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, why would 10 minutes inside of a mat determine?
Why do you want to make enemies of the people who basically do the same stuff than you do?
We have the same dreams, we have the same aspirations.
And usually, because the thing is that grapplers and fighters, we usually hang out with other who does the same thing, because we have the similar mindset. Most of my friends train Jiu-Jitsu, or some kind of a format of combat, most of them. So.
And I think that this mindset, this MMA mindset, it will never fit in Jiu-Jitsu. I think people have tried, it just doesn't work, you know? Even I see, for example, Owen Jones, I think he's funny, man.
Yeah.
I think he's the funniest guy in Jiu-Jitsu right now with Craig. He talks shit, but he talks shit in a cheeky way, like the way British people talk shit, you know? British, Irish people, they have this banter that it's really funny, and he was calling, what's his name? Dominic Mejia Megamind. Yeah. Because he had the big forehead. that was funny, man. And I was like, bro, if I would ever fight Owen, and they would put a mic in front of him, and he would make jokes about me, I would laugh with him, because it's just funny, you know? And I think if you take that to the heart, and you try to make a rivalry and things like that, out of something stupid, like just talking, I talk with my friends. Yeah. Well, you know, but
we talk shit all the time when we
have
roll.
some dark humor with each other.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm like, what's the difference? It's just because, you know, this person, I'm gonna fight him. He can make jokes about me. I can make jokes about him. But I know that, for example, Owen he's more friends with my little brother than me. But I know for a fact that he's not a bad guy. Like, he's a cool guy. And what's his name? Taylor Pearman also. He's very cheeky, but he's a cool guy. Like, Taylor is.
And actually, I have a story. I remember. You probably also remember. You remember when the first time when Taylor and I think Owen and they came a couple of years ago, and Taylor came to do gi class with me. And he used to also be gi competitor.
Yeah.
And he had amazing John Wayne sweep.
Oh.
And actually I was talking with him about the John Wayne sweep, and from that day I started to do the John Wayne sweep, especially with the gi. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah, with the gigs.
Yeah, exactly. I can pull the sleeves and I can unbalance the guy. But I love this guy also. He's amazing. I remember years ago, and I remember they were doing the leg lock camp. But the thing was, I think I was teaching the day after the morning class, the gi class. And he came to train with gi.
Oh.
Just he did the camp, and I was so impressed. I was like, man, really nice to see you. He just casually came to train with us in the morning with the gi, and such a nice guy. Such a nice guy.
That's the thing with the. Oh, that was back when we had gi class every morning.
Yeah.
We have the 12.
Yeah, we have first the no gi from 10 to 11:30 about, and then 12 we had the
gi class.
We had the gi class.
That.
We had the.
Yeah. Yes, but so that's the thing. Like, I think that MMA, Conor McGregor, trash talk, it really doesn't work in jiu-jitsu because we kind of know everyone, and because we compete that often.
Yeah.
We compete more often than MMA people, so we face people more often.
Yeah.
And we can fight more people in one day. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just.
What do you think is where jiu-jitsu is gonna go? Is it gonna grow all the time? Is jiu-jitsu gonna be really mainstream?
Look, the problem with jiu-jitsu, I think, or grappling in general, is that there's not, like, for the casual fan, it will never be appealing.
Because it's hard if you don't.
If you don't do it, it's very hard to understand.
Yeah, it's even for me. I remember before I started to train jiu-jitsu, even though I'm a grappler in my core, I used to wrestle. I started wrestling when I was 4 years old. But still, I remember when I watched first UFC, I was like, stand up, man. That's ridiculous. You know,
Just bleed.
Yeah, exactly. Just so it's. But I would love to see, and of course, it's. What do you think about all the celebrities who started to train jiu-jitsu now? Is it good or a bad thing?
No, it's good, of course.
I agree totally,
I think it's
because
good.
I am so happy when I see some guys, you know, training jiu-jitsu, and shout out to my buddy Jason Momoa going strong.
Oh,
yeah, he
okay.
also trains jiu-jitsu, and I was.
You know what I like? I like when there's some, of course, I see it on Instagram. There's some celebrities that even compete.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
No. But Tom Brady's ex-girlfriend, Giselle.
Oh,
what happened?
you have to bring it
Jiu-jitsu happened.
Fuck.
She started to hang out.
Don't let your wife near the jiu-jitsu coach.
Yeah, because
coming from a jiu-jitsu coach.
Can you imagine? She switched from Tom Brady, best NFL player all time, but jiu-jitsu guys.
I do not agree with dating your students.
Yeah, but it's.